Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into something a lot of us can relate to. We're talking about what happens when a loyal girl gets hurt. You know, that kind of person who's there for you no matter what, who's got your back through everything. But what happens when someone breaks her trust? What does psychology say about how this affects her? Let's break it down. Part 1, loyalty is deeper than you think. All right, so loyalty isn't just a word. It's a whole vibe, right? When someone's loyal, they're giving their all. They don't just show up when it's convenient. They're there through the ups and downs. And why? Because loyalty means they believe in the relationship, that connection, and they value it. They're not in it halfway. They're all in. And that's what makes it so tough when they're hurt. Part 2, when that loyalty is betrayed, it hits hard. Now, let's talk about when that trust is broken. For someone who's loyal, getting hurt isn't just disappointing. It's like a complete shock. Psychologists say that betrayal actually feels similar to physical pain in the brain. It's like everything they believed about the relationship just got flipped. It hits them on a deeper level because they trusted so much and gave so much. Part 3, the flood of emotions. It's not just sadness. You'd think that when a loyal girl gets hurt, she'd just be sad, right? But nope, it's way more complicated than that. First, there's shock and disbelief. She's like, how did this happen? Then anger might kick in, not just at the person who hurt her, but sometimes at herself for trusting so deeply. And then comes a whole mix of guilt, shame, maybe even numbness. Her brain is basically scrambling to protect her from more hurt, and it gets messy. Part 4, trust issues, the doubts start to creep in. Here's the tricky part. After being hurt, she might start questioning everything. She wonders if she made a huge mistake by trusting someone so much. Psychologists call this attachment trauma. She's now afraid to trust because her heart's been shaken up. She might even doubt her own instincts, like, am I just too trusting? That's tough because it doesn't just affect this one relationship. It affects how she sees people going forward. Part 5, how a hurt loyal girl changes. Guarded but still kind. All right, so when a loyal person gets hurt, they do change, but not always in the way you'd think. Yes, they become more careful, maybe even a little more guarded, but it's not like they turn cold. Instead, they learn to put up boundaries to protect themselves. It's like they say, I'm still kind, I'm still here for people, but I'm not going to give my loyalty away for free anymore. They become more selective with who they trust. And honestly, that's a healthy change. Part 6, healing. How she starts to find peace again. So, healing is a big journey, especially for someone who's loyal. She's not just going to bounce back overnight. Healing is about understanding what happened, processing those feelings, and then finding a way to move forward. Therapy, good friends, family, all that stuff can really help her rebuild that trust in herself. And here's the beautiful part. Once she heals, she's usually even stronger. She learns more about herself and becomes wiser about who she lets in. Part 7, loyalty is rare. So don't take it for granted. So here's the takeaway. Loyalty is rare and special. If you have someone loyal in your life, don't take them for granted. Appreciate them. Show them that you're there too. And if you're the loyal person who's been hurt, know that it's okay to take time to heal. You don't have to rush it. And remember, this experience doesn't make you weak. It makes you stronger and wiser. Part 8, learning self-worth after being hurt. Here's something important that happens after a loyal person is hurt. They often learn a lot about their own self-worth. When you've been loyal and still got hurt, it's a wake-up call that sometimes people don't value you the way you deserve. But instead of letting it tear them down, a lot of people come out of it realizing, hey, my loyalty is valuable. I'm valuable. They start setting boundaries and understanding that loyalty isn't something they just give away to anyone. It's a reminder that their self-worth isn't based on how others treat them. Part 9, the power of forgiveness. But it's not always for the other person. Now, let's talk about forgiveness, because it's a big one. Forgiveness doesn't always mean letting the other person back in. For someone who's been hurt, Forgiveness is more about finding peace within themselves. Psychologists say that forgiving someone who hurt you can actually help you let go of anger and pain, even if they don't deserve to be in your life again. It's about releasing those heavy emotions so you can focus on yourself and not be weighed down by what happened. Part 10. Rediscovering trust, starting small and moving forward. One of the hardest things for a loyal girl who's been hurt is learning to trust again. It doesn't happen overnight. Trust isn't something you can just flip a switch on, and that's okay. Psychologists suggest starting small, trusting people in little ways, and seeing how they show up. Over time, those small steps help rebuild confidence in others, and most importantly, in herself. And through that, she can find healthy relationships and friendships where her loyalty is valued. Part 11. Embracing change. Growing stronger, wiser, and happier. The funny thing about being hurt is that it often leads to major personal growth. After all of this, the heartbreak, the healing, and the boundaries, she often ends up stronger than ever. A lot of people say that being hurt by someone they were loyal to made them wiser, taught them to recognize what really matters, and helped them focus on relationships that bring positivity. So, in a way, even though it's painful, she ends up happier in the long run because she knows herself so much better. Part 12. Building resilience. Why getting hurt can make you stronger. One thing that surprises a lot of people is how much resilience they build after going through something like this. It's like going to the emotional gym. When you've been loyal and you get hurt, you realize you can bounce back from it. You learn that even the toughest moments don't define you. And what's really cool, this resilience stays with you in every part of your life, helping you handle future challenges without losing yourself. Psychology actually shows that overcoming emotional pain can make you more adaptable and resilient in all kinds of situations. Part 13. Inspiring others. With their story, one of the most beautiful things about going through a tough experience like this, it allows you to inspire others. When a loyal girl shares her story, how she trusted, how she got hurt, and how she bounced back, others listen. It gives hope to people who might be going through similar pain, showing them that it's possible to heal and grow stronger. It's like her experience becomes a light for others in dark times. And sometimes, helping others is the best way to keep moving forward. So, to wrap it all up, being hurt after showing loyalty can be devastating, but it also opens the door to a whole new level of strength, self-love, and understanding. If you're going through this or know someone who is, remember that it's a journey, and every step forward is a step toward a better, happier version of yourself. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope this brought you some insight and encouragement. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who might need a little reminder of their worth. Catch you in the next one.